What is going on, guys? Welcome to the very first episode of Pro Review. In this series, I both commentate and criticize video parts from professional skateboarders. I could think of no better person to start this series off with than Paul Rodriguez. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Play. This video part came out in 2010. It's called Me, Myself, and I, and it was one of the first video parts that I ever remember where you had to pay for it on iTunes. I think it was only a couple of bucks, and you guys know I didn't fucking pay for that shit. I found a nice little way to pirate it. But something interesting about this part is a lot of people criticized the last two tricks, and they couldn't really criticize how good the tricks were done. They had to criticize the filming, and if anything goes to show you that people online will hate on anything, P-Rod puts out a part that was better than any part he's ever come out with. And if you guys watch this and you guys compare it to any of his more recent parts, you guys can see that no matter how old this guy gets, he always tends to one-up his previous video part, which is something we talk about a lot when we talk about Nyjah. Nyjah sometimes has a great one and a bad one. Another good example is Chris Joslin. We're eventually going to cover all these guys at some point in this series, but P-Rod's been great forever, and if there ever was a video part where I was going to be down to pay $3 or $4 or $5 to watch it, it would be this one. So let's go ahead and watch some of the tricks. I think he does this line regular, then he does it switch, nose grind, nollie flip out, and then he goes nose grind 180, comes over here, does he push twice? Yes, he does, and then he does switch nose grind, fakey flip. Filming in this is really good, except for, of course, the last two tricks, but really, there's nothing left to be hated on for almost any P-Rod trick. And I think this is also a good example of this guy doesn't let a lot of tricks get done sloppily. And it's not because he magically does them all first try. It's gotta be because he just does them until they're good. And this is gonna be a terrible example right here. Varial heel flip, nose grind 180. Boom. Tic-tac a little bit right there, then he punches the camera. Sort of like a World Star Fight where they punch you with their palms or whatever. Perfect nollie heel flip right there. And somewhere else in this video he does a nollie tray flip over a curb and down a gap. And it's got to be the latest. It's got to be within 1 millimeter of the curb. And this was also crazy. Back in this time, not a lot of people skating big rail switch. Switch front feeble down there. Nose blunt to fakie. What is this? I think it's fakie varial heel flip to nose grind. Boom. I mean, you can't say enough good things about P-Rod, and he's never really had a boring part. Look at that shit right there. Dude, there's so much good shit in here. We're not going to watch the entire video part because I want to entice you guys to go watch this on your own time, but forever, even when P-Rod was in a video called City Stars, I can't think of what it was called, just City Stars video, and he was like 4 feet tall. The kid did nollie heel flip, nose slide down a handrail, and you look at him now, and like I said earlier, he keeps getting better and better. And if you guys wonder why I'm so mean all the time to kids, you guys like to suck every kid's fucking dick just because they do a cool bowl trick, a boned out rock and roll. And P-Rod's actually been really good forever. Look at that trick. I used to do that all the time on Tony Hawk Pro Skater like 3. This is also one of the first guys I've ever seen to do the front foot flip. And that's actually one of his bangers, so ooh, don't tell anybody about that. Laser flip, he brought laser flips back right when they were starting to get really hype. Big switch heel, big switch flip, boom. Look at this. I mean, switch flip could have been a little bit better, I guess, but, oh, right here. Huge tray flip. I think this was way before Shane O'Neill nollie back heeled that set, which is also a crazy. Look at that! Okay, look at that. If you guys rewind that and watch that, he must have been within this fucking far of clipping the curb. And then right here, what do we got? I've always wanted to try to do this trick. Maybe I'll try that next week. Nollie, front foot flip, 180. I don't know if you guys call these late flips or whatever, but the video part is definitely worth watching. It's on P-Rod's personal channel. I will give you guys a link in the description. I don't want to spoil all the bangers for copyright reasons. I figured a lot of you guys probably haven't seen this part since by now it's over 8 years old, and watching it on mute does not do it justice at all. There's a Kanye song that I guarantee you is gonna get stuck in your fucking head after watching this video part. Kanye crazy guy. P-Rod, crazy skateboarding tricks. I suggest you guys go watch this full video part. If you've already seen it, let me know your thoughts about this video in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on people just blindly criticizing. The guy's great, and the only thing people criticized was the filming on the, spoiler alert, switchback nose blunt and nollie front foot flip crook, which it zoomed in and zoomed out. I agree, those two tricks are filmed horribly, but for a video part like this, not a lot of things to criticize, not a lot of shit to talk. Let me know in the comments what pro video part you guys would like me to review, possibly next week. If we don't get any ninja reviews and we don't get any old school reviews, then this will be my new series to do, because it's easy and you guys have been asking me to do a series like this for fucking ever, and I was always worried about copyrights, but I got a workaround. We're only gonna show part of the video parts. I'm gonna commentate and criticize, and hopefully we'll be safe when we go to sleep. Let me know your thoughts on this series, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell, blah, 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 and Kuna Matata, bitches. In the arms